Welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Just check we got in the right place. We've got JJ, Coach Drew, and Cameron on the end. We're absolutely delighted to have you here at the Primary 2025 FISU World University Games. You guys and your team are obviously one of the standouts for us. So we're really, really happy that you made the effort to be here. As you can see, we've got a packed room all been waiting for you. So in the middle, I'll just briefly introduce head coach Scott Drew. Correct me if I'm wrong, you've been the head coach of Baylor Bears since 2003, over 2 decades in the role. You've got a win record of 466 against 258. And I'm direct quoting Wikipedia, which says, Coach Drew's turnaround at Baylor is considered by many to be one of the best in the history of college sports. So let's give a round of applause to a man at the top of his game. Either side of Coach Drew, we've got JJ White, the league in assists for the season last year, averaged 13.7 points a game, 4 assists and 2.6 rebounds across the year. Round of applause, please, for JJ. Finally, we've got Cameron Parr. He's a walk-on sophomore guard from Eden Prairie, Minnesota. He's a 4-star prospect who started his career at Tennessee, and his father, Chris, played in the NBA for 6 seasons and finished runners-up to no less than Kobe Bryant in the 1997 NBA dunk contest. A round of applause for Cameron, please. That's enough from me. I'm going to throw it straight open to the floor. Please raise your hands and identify yourself and your media. And without further ado, let's get this going. Who wants to go first?
I'm Jonas from the FISU News, and speaking of the father from Cameron, we want to ask you how the preparations are going, and what influenced your dad.
Preparation-wise, I would say he had a good foundation for me, laying out the road for me and showing me how to go about things because he's been where I want to go. And so I think just trying to follow as close as I can, but not try to be like him. I got to write my own story at the end of the day.
Coach Cameron, not the only second-generation basketball player here. Andre Iguodala, the second as well. A new player. What do you hope to see from him at these games?
So we call him Iggy. Very similar to his dad. Cam is very similar to him in one area, and that is, besides being outstanding young men, very athletic. So they're a joy to coach because in practice you get to see a lot of highlights. So it makes coaching more enjoyable. JJ doesn't like to dunk as much as shoot the 25-foot three-pointer, and that works too.
Yeah, hi, I'm Hannah, also from the FISU News Service. Coach Drew, just in general, how does it feel to represent the United States on such a global stage for you?
I think for our whole team, when we got over here, we were excited during preparation, but it's a whole nother level when you see everybody here and the pride that comes in for all the athletes having a chance to represent their countries and be able to do it against the other best in the world. So I know from a coaching standpoint, I'm really excited because basketball it means a lot in the USA, and to be able to represent the USA is a big deal. And I'll let JJ answer it on the player perspective.
I think it just goes to show the best athletes come here to play. So when our preparation for this week and these last few months has just been a lot of focus. We just walked into the cafeteria and seeing everyone, met him. So just seeing everybody that's just here is kind of a blessing to be around these people and competing at the highest level.
Hey, my name is Riti. I'm also from the FISU News Service. JJ White, I have a question for you. You started to play basketball at a young age, even with a broken ankle, and got to the NCCA tournaments, and you just got signed recently. Congrats to that. And now I'm asking, what are your hopes for your career being at the FISU Games?
Thank you. I appreciate you doing your research. My hopes as a basketball player is just be the best I can be. I want to be a pro eventually. So signing here was that next step towards that goal, and I think that this is like one of the most perfect warm ups I can get to playing at the level we're going to be playing at this year. So I think going against the best athletes in the nation, I mean in the world, literally is like a blessing to be around, and I can be with these guys that I love every day. So it's gonna be really fun. So I appreciate it.
My name's Kobe. I'm working for FISU and I'm from New Zealand. JJ, I've got a question for you. Obviously, we just met out there, but I mean, how excited are you to interact with different cultures and different accents even at the FISU Rhine-Ruhr 2025 games?
Yeah, Cam. When we met him, Cam just said, "I love your accent." So, so like, man, it's cool. Like seeing everyone that's here, all the new faces, accents, languages, and it's cool that like a lot of people they do know English, but I feel bad because like I don't know any other like languages. So like, just adapting to what's around you and just meet new people. He knows me. I'm outgoing. I love talking to people. Cam too. So like, it's just fun. We're gonna go back after this. So.
Got to introduce myself first. I'm Fisher. I'm working for FISU. For Cameron and for Coach, you're one of the delegations that's a team rather than picking individuals from around your country. What are the what's your perspective on that? What are the advantages you guys see?
I'll go first. Let you answer. I think the advantage is when you put all-star teams together, you don't have the chemistry and the familiarity. Plus, you don't have a same offense, defense, and you have to put everything in a real quick manner. So, bringing university teams over that have had a chance to practice together gives you a better team. Might not be the collection of all-stars or talent that you would have if you just made it an open event, but in the last couple games, I know the USA's done well that way, and even when it comes to the Olympics, there's a lot of carryover where a lot of the same team members play for multiple games and have a chance to play together, so they develop that chemistry. And I think we learned that from the world playing in against other teams that play together for multiple years, where we call it layers, like more offense, more defense. You put in more stuff when you're already. It's like chemistry 1 and then 2, or algebra 1 and algebra 2. So that's the advantage. I'll let Cam speak to the experience as far as representing the USA.
Honestly, it's a great opportunity to be able to do this. From the player perspective, I think it gives us another opportunity to build a team bond. This is something that not everybody gets to do, and that since our team was chosen to do it, it's another opportunity for us to grow as a team, and it's a great experience. Not a lot of people get to experience or say they've done this, so I think overall it'll be fun for the whole team.
So you just said it's a whole good experience for the whole team and to be chosen. So you're all from Baylor University, but one of your teammates will compete for Team Germany. How does it feel to be here and have him compete maybe against you?
You got this one.
Honestly, I think it'll be a really good experience. Getting to compete against him every day at practice, of course, that's fun. But when you step between the lines in an actual intense game, there's way more energy. There's a lot more going on. So I think it'll be fun to get to go against him a little bit, get to bump him around. He bumps us around at practice, so yeah, it'll be fun to do it to him. Mikey, Mike Ritage, coming for him. Yep.
You want to add anything?
Man, I answered this question before, man. He's so good that it makes me mad. Before he left, I just told him, just like, play your worst out there, and then when you come back, play better. So, but nah, I know he'll be good. He's really good, so it'll be fun going against him. And when he comes back, he'll be home.
Hi, I'm John. I'm also from the FISU Young Reporters program. And I have a question for you, JJ. So, with your birthday only being 4 days ago and with jet lag, how's your preparation been the past days?
Oh, you guys are on it. Yeah, my birthday was fun. I just went out with some of my friends, just went to the mall, grabbed a couple pair of shoes. So that was fun. But I mean, got right back to work. Yeah, worked out that morning, then did that. So it was one of those birthdays where you can celebrate for a little time, but you got a big goal ahead. So we're trying to play for a gold. So I mean, it's behind me now. So I'm ready to go get after it. Oh yeah. These peaks are very comfortable. I haven't took these off.
Can you now give us the answer you would give if your head coach wasn't sat next to you?
That's exactly what happened. I promise.
Hi, I'm Tilda, also from the FISO Games News Service, and I got a question for a coach. Competing against national teams now versus college teams normally, what are the differences in case of preparations? Could you tell me that?
So we played in a tournament, and it was Canada, Brazil, and Italy in Canada a couple years ago, and same thing representing the USA up there. And one thing. American coaches just as much from national coaches as they learned from us, and I think offensively, schematically, probably college basketball and FIBA is more similar than we are to the NBA in some areas from the standpoint rules wise with the illegal defense, more spacing requirements in the one-on-one. You can load the paint and make it you can play zone and do different things. So I think schematically a lot of similar. Probably international basketball a little more complex in the offensive side of things. And we're kind of in between the NBA and FIBA as far as we still play fast and more one-on-one internationally. So that different style is something unique, and it's great for us to go against because it helps prepare us for our season. And as a coach, I always like going against something different, but a lot of respect for the international game. And it's what's made the NBA so good. Look how many international players are in the NBA now.
Leon Lieben, Metro Sports Magazine, New York, USA. Which teams do you see next to you on the podium at the end of the tournament?
So, for the benefit of everybody, the question was, which teams do they see next to them on the podium? A slightly leading question there.
Yeah, I told them the hard ones give to me, so thank you for that. I can tell you, I'm going to give you a coach answer, and what the coach answer is, we're more concerned with what we do right now, and until we get into scouting teams, it's hard to really project because I don't even know the rosters of the other teams yet. So with us, it could be anybody up there. We just hope it's us.
Another question for you, Scott. You mentioned the Global Jam, where you took home silver. Being like Team USA basketball is obviously probably a lot of pressure in the first place. Do you think it's like a bit more pressure now to take home the gold this tournament?
Yeah, I think good question. And anytime you represent your country, there's pressure, and anytime you play, there's pressure for. We want to represent Baylor University in a manner that is prideful and respectful, and for all the people that have contributed before us to build the program. But I think this is obviously a much bigger tournament. That was just a 4-team tournament, and our preparation's a lot different too. We for that tournament, we only had a few days of practice, and I think our guys are in much better position to be successful. And I know that just being here and seeing the importance, our guys are excited about that opportunity.
Hi, I'm Linda from the Watts and Funko Media Group. One question to the coach. Are you here with your planned team or are there any dropouts? And a second question, what was your first impressions when you came here? People, city, Rhine-Ruhr is sometimes a little bit special, I think.
So we do have several players that can't play because we have international players part of our university as well. So we did pick up one player from Yale, and he joined us and has been practicing for what, about 10 days, something like that. I wish we had a full team. That would be the only thing that would make this experience better. But other than that, I can tell you that I know tonight, I think it'll be real exciting with the opening ceremony. And I know since we've arrived, everybody's been extremely kind, and we feel very grateful and privileged to be here and be a part of it. And I'll let Cam and JJ tell you what their experience has been so far.
Honestly, the experience has been pretty cool. The people are super nice. Don't really know how to say some of the things, so I kind of just wave at them if they say something. But overall, it's a good experience getting to walk through the city. I'm a big people watcher, and so like walking around, just getting to see the way of life is very different. And it's not anything like I'm not used to, but it opened my eyes a little bit. I'll be honest. And so, but overall, it's fun. This is cool. I like being here. Yeah, same to what he was saying. It's been really fun. I respect the people that are not on their phones in the streets. Like they sit down and eat and like actually enjoy their time, like enjoy their drinks, and like it was just like cool to see because in America, you know, you walk down the street, everybody's on their phone. You like they can't look up. So just walking down the streets in Germany and Dusseldorf, and just seeing people just enjoying their day, just going about their days, looking, eating, talking, like just actually enjoying their day sitting down. Like this guy was drinking his tea for like 2 hours, and like I didn't see his phone come out one time, so it was cool.
So what is some German food you'd like to try out?
My first stop, I had to get a crepe. I don't know if that's German, but it's not. Sorry, guys.
Our nutritionist is great, Coach.
Sorry. I think I knew that wasn't German, but I seen it. I seen the stand and it looked good, so I got some. I got a burger yesterday, and I know that's not German, but since you did that, I'm gonna try my best to like eat more German food this week. I promise.
We've only had one meal, so.
Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of new food. I think I went to Five Guys. I'm pretty sure it's from the States. Like, I went to Five Guys. I stopped at a little convenience store. There's not a lot of the same candies. That's different. That's very, very different. But of course, it's fun to try.
So we got in and they've only had one meal where they were able to go in the town. Everything else been at the hotel. So they'll get that next couple days. Anything you recommend besides schnitzel? Pretzels. All right.
Currywurst, curried sausage. I'm British and even I like it. Yeah. Yeah, we're just getting to the end of our time. I think this could probably run all afternoon. We're having such good fun. Last questions, please. There's one more from Fisher.
JJ, I'm an Omaha native, seen firsthand you being on big stages, helping your team in big moments. How do those experiences in big moments help you in, or how will those moments help you in a big moment like competing for Team USA?
Salute to you. Don't meet many people from Omaha. I think it definitely has prepared me to be on this stage. I think my teammates though over the time have molded to me into that, and with these guys right here, they make me just so much better. Like the dude over here is the most athletic person I've ever played with. So just playing with people. He's not talking about. Just playing with guys that make you better, and I feel like I make other people better. So I think I'll be much more prepared. And I mean, he can speak. JJ's incredible. I think his vision, the way he sees the court, is something that's spectacular. You don't really see that a whole lot, and so his ability to take over the team and basically run the show is something that not a lot of people can do, and so he'll be able to display it through these games. So.
Okay, guys, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks so much, Cameron, JJ, and Coach Drew. Thank you again for making your time and giving us your time and making us laugh. I think we've had a lot of fun the last half hour. I hope you guys have as well. We wish you all the best. We hope you enjoy your time here and get the most from the experience.
Guys, real quick.
Absolutely.
Right there.
Well, let's clap these guys out in the room. Okay, guys, just to keep you updated, the USA women's team have arrived. They're going to be in this room in the next 2 or 3 minutes for the second part of the press conference. Okay. Thank you. You might be out of a job now. Oh no. Testing. There was an opening in March. It was like this year. Sorry, attention. USA have just entered the room. Let's give them a big cheer as they come in.
Hello, everyone.
Hello to you. Just check we got you in the right seats. We've got Demi, Coach Gillick and Jalen. You've got a tough act to follow. We've just had Baylor Bears in and they brought the house down.
Oh, okay.
As I said to them, we're absolutely delighted to have you here with us today. We appreciate you've got training schedules and lots of commitments. So we're so happy to have you here with us. In the middle, the coach of the Lady Raiders of Texas Tech, head coach Krista Gerlich. She's a Tech legend during her time there as a student athlete also. And she was hired in 2020 to lead her alma mater. Last season, she coached the Lady Raiders to a 19-win season that saw them reach the quarterfinals in the Big 12. Round of applause for Coach Gerlich, please. Next to Coach Gerlich, we have Danae Fritz. She's a redshirt senior, a guard, who actually came from Baylor, who we have in the room a short while ago. Danae appeared in all 37 games this season, starting in 31 of those. She scored over 10 points in 6 of those games and totaled 5 rebounds or more in 5 of those games. Round of applause, please, for Danae. Finally, we have Jaylyn Bristow. She's a guard forward who also appeared in all 37 games, including all 18 of those Big 12 contests. She posted a career high of 17 points against New Orleans and a career high of 9 rebounds versus Colorado. Round of applause, please, for Jaylyn. So same drill as before, I'm just going to throw it open to the media. Please raise your hand, identify yourself with the news outlet you represent, and let's get things going. Question from Fisher.
Fisher Madsen with FISU coach. What kind of advantages do you see in these games? I know it's not the complete roster, but what advantages do you see playing as a team rather than a selection of all-stars throughout the USA?
Yeah, I think it's a great advantage, actually, just because our kids, we have several kids that have played together, obviously all last year and maybe the year before. So the team chemistry is probably a little bit more advanced than others, just because we do have some kids that have played together before. But then also just the time that we've been able to practice since we started practicing in May. And so I think the fact that we've been able to gel that direction has also been hopefully give us a great advantage.
I'm Mette from the Games News Service. I have a question for Jaylyn Bristow. First of all, what are your first impressions of this big multi-sport event so far? And do you have the feeling that it has potential for a memorable, successful tournament?
I would just say it's different from like any other tournament I've ever been to before, you know, seeing all the different teams, hearing all the different languages and stuff. I think it's like really interesting. And then what was the name of the yeah, and I think the whole thing will be successful. Like I said, us even just like competing against each other all the way to like just getting to know each other, seeing other teams, running into each other, all that. I think all of it's just going to be fun for everyone.
Hi, I'm Paul from the Games News Service as well. I have a question for Danae or for both of you players. With your lead scorer, Bailey, out with injury, how happy are you that she traveled with the team? And how is she helping you from the sidelines?
Yeah, I think all of us are really happy that she traveled with us here. I think took a big hit at the beginning of the summer when she went down with injury, but I think that she's made a really good plan for us to be successful here and allowed other people to kind of get in their groove without Bailey on the team. But obviously, when she gets back, we're going to be happy. But obviously, having her here has been a great thing. She's very vocal on the sideline, helps with play calls, defense, very encouraging and very motivating for the team. So.
Same question, possible.
Yeah, overall, I would say the same thing. Like, she practicing, you know, seeing her recover, like doing her recovery on the sideline with us means a lot. So we're glad to have her here.
Hello, I'm O. I'm also for the Games News Service. My question is for Jalen Bristow. Your mom also played college basketball. What's the best advice you gave you about playing at a high level, and how are you using the advice here in Germany?
For me, my mom really just told me be confident, play my game. So definitely just bringing that on the court, my confidence, how I play, just being around my team, having fun, especially so that every day, have fun being here. And so definitely just taking that, having fun on the court, still playing, competing, everything. So I would definitely say the advice would probably be confident and have fun.
Her mom is really hard on her too. Holds her to a high standard. Yeah.
I'm just going to chime in here with a question for the coach. You faced Germany in your opening match. You're playing in the Grugerhalle, which I'm presuming you noticed on the way in here. That's likely to be full with a hostile home crowd. How are you going to prepare your players for playing in an environment they may not be so familiar with?
Well, we noticed right off the bat, right, that we drew Germany and that we drew Germany in the big facility. But we think it's an incredible opportunity. There's no doubt that it's brought a lot of excitement for us as well, because we know that we're taking it as a compliment that they wanted to play somebody that maybe could get a big crowd and garner some excitement for the tournament. We know that it's going to be a difficult situation. I think we counted the other day, and I think I told the team, and maybe I was trying to motivate them in some way, but I think we brought 28 people with us. And so I said, and most of us are going to be playing, so we're going to have about 13 people versus their 1,300 or 13,000. I don't know. I don't know how many people are going to be in there, but obviously we think it's going to be a great environment. I would say that the Big 12 does a great job of following women's basketball, and so we have a lot of hostile crowds that we play in front of during the Big 12 conference, and I think that's going to prepare us for what we're going to see on whatever day that is, the 18th. But we're excited about the opportunity. Anything that draws attention to women's basketball, I think, is incredible. So the fact that it's going to be a marquee matchup right to start the games off, I think is going to be a really, really great thing for this tournament and and just for in general.
Hi, my name's Kobe, and I'm working for the FISU Young Reporters Program. Coach, I've got a question for you. How will you sort of balance letting the team get out and enjoy the games with also staying focused on trying to get that gold?
Steps in. Great question, right? I mean, I think one of the things about being a collegiate coach that I've prided myself in is the opportunities that it gives our players and us as coaches to be able to travel to new places, to be able to experience the world. So I think that obviously when we're on the court, we are going to really focus in on what we're doing on the basketball court and when the ball goes up and competing. Off the court, we're going to prepare, and we're going to obviously still have our meetings and scouts and things like that and get really focused. But I think we would all be doing a disservice if we didn't experience Germany as well. I think it's a great opportunity for us to be in Dusseldorf and to be around and to see the sights, to be able to communicate with the people, to just learn about the culture. And I think that's a great thing about playing collegiate basketball. And then obviously this experience too. We're getting to play against different countries, different styles, different cultures. And I just think it's really important for our girls to learn about that and to learn from others, and to just experience this national and worldly tournament that we're in. So I think it's going to be great. We're going to try our best to be able to focus in and trying to win that gold, but also experience as much Germany as we can too.
Hi, Coach. I'm from China. I'm Wei. Your side, the last time your side won the champion is about 10 years ago. So this time, do you have confidence to have a rebound in Germany?
Yes, we've recognized that it's been a little while since the U.S. has won gold here, but yeah, we want to take it as an opportunity to be able to put our best foot forward and to represent. I think we have a lot of confidence in our team and just the preparation that they've put in for this tournament, I think has been fantastic. You know, it's summertime for us over there in the U.S. and the kids have been out of school, and so it's an opportunity for them to really focus in and to put a lot of effort into their game and into our team and our program. So I think the fact that we get the chance to represent is incredible, and no other university in the U.S. is getting this opportunity as a team for sure. But I think we are going to probably put a little pressure on ourselves to win gold and to bring it back. But we also are just really grateful for this opportunity and the opportunity to compete.
Coach, what went into what went into adding manager Lacey White to the roster? And as a follow-up, what does she bring to the team playing as a manager?
Yeah, so I don't know how familiar you guys are with just with the NCAA and the transfer portal and the recruiting process, but that has become a big deal in the U.S. And so when you start in April and you end your season, you immediately go into recruiting mode. And so we had to replace a lot of our roster just through the transfer portal. And so really, to be honest, we didn't have our roster complete until the beginning of May, and we were having to put numbers in for this tournament, you know, very soon after that. And so just the kids that we have 4 international players on our roster at Tech, and those 4 kids can't play or compete in this with our team. So that knocked us down to to 8 players, correct? Yeah, to 8 players. And so we added 2 others from other universities to play with us. And then we just needed another player as well, just to make sure we're covered for injuries and things like that. And Lacey is, she was a high school player at Tech, or not at Tech, but in Lubbock, close to Lubbock. And she has a really high IQ and a really nice 3-point shot. So she was already there with us and she could immediately start practicing. So that's why we chose to move her up. And I think she had an instant impact with our kids just because they love her so much, because how hard she works for our program. So I think the support and the good teammate and her ability to shoot the open 3 are all things that are going to contribute to our team.
Hi, Nick from the FISU News Service again. Question for Danae. Could you tell us a little bit about life as a student athlete, what it involves, how you balance studies, and how a tournament like this can help you achieve your end goals as an athlete, your ultimate ambitions?
Honestly, like life as a student athlete at Tech, we have class in the morning and then we've had practice in the afternoon. But this summer's been a little different. I haven't been in classes really, but the rest of the team has. I graduated in May, so that's been nice for me. But everyone else, you know, I think they get a lot of their homework done after practice. Practice usually was in the afternoon for a couple hours, so they took like the rest of their evening to do that. And I think this tournament just, I think all of us want to win here, so I think this is a great opportunity for us to show what we have. And I think for our team, it's just being able to, the way we finish the season, being able to continue it even now, start the year off great. So.
Can I just ask you to answer that one as well? So the question was, how do you balance your commitments to your studies with your commitments to your sport, and I guess which takes priority, and how can this help your sporting ambitions?
I would agree with what she said. We have our practices are in the afternoon, so for me, I just get a lot of my homework done. after practice, sometimes before, but most of the time after, and just check about just get ahead with my work, get stuff done early. I mean, coach always preaches student athletes, so you know. And then I would just say like, yeah. And I just think like this tournament right here will definitely give us a head start in the end, and like really for us, just like our Big 12 play. I feel like that's like the most exciting part of the season, really. So really looking forward to that. I think like the playing Germany and having a rowdy crowd and all that would definitely be prepared for that.
We'll do the final two questions now, just to get the time. Two more.
Danae, speaking of Big 12, you were part of the championship winning team. How do you think your experience in winning trophies, winning championships could maybe help the team in getting really to the finals, competing for the gold medal?
Yeah, honestly, being on that championship winning team in the Big 12 when I was at Iowa State, I think is really gonna help me and be able to help the rest of my team, just because like I've been able to win a championship at like when the crowds against it was really loud at Big 12, and I think it's gonna be really loud here too. So it's kind of just being able to focus in and really just know what we're doing out there and don't let the crowd affect our game. I think that's the most important part. When there's a lot of people against you, you just gotta really focus in on all the things that we've done this summer and been going out there and being able to execute that in front of all of them.
Last one now. Don't think it's over.
Hi, I'm Sophie. I'm one of the FISU young reporters from Australia. A bit of a light-hearted one to end on for you guys. Obviously, as internationals, we're coming to Germany for the first time. We're experiencing a couple of cultural differences. What are some of the ones you've experienced, and how have your first days in Germany been for all of you?
For me, I think it's just like the language barrier. Obviously, like it's really hard to communicate when you don't know their language. So it's like that for me. But honestly, it's beautiful here. It's a lot different than where we're at in Lubbock, Texas. So it's a lot of greenery. The city's nice.
So we haven't got to experience a ton yet because we just got in yesterday. We went straight to the gym and we worked out. So we're all excited about just getting out and seeing the country a little bit more and seeing the city. But it is very different than what I think we expected or what we have had in our head about what it would look like. It's very pretty. And the people are very friendly. And so I do think that that the language piece of it is difficult, but I think it's going to turn out to be great because everybody's been very helpful. But I think we're excited about experiencing some of the food. Best, what our best choices are there. The shopping, of course, is going to be fantastic. We want to see about that. And we're just excited about, and I guess we're really excited about seeing this hostile crowd. I mean, because we've heard a lot about that too. So we're all kind of wondering what that's going to be like. But it's been incredible. We're looking forward to spending a great 2 weeks here.
I would agree and say the food, definitely. I'm a chocolate lover and there's a lot of pastry chocolate. I'm enjoying that. Definitely the small things like the scissors. So that's something I want. So yeah, definitely the food.
How do you eat pizza?
Sorry, flight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
US efficiency.
Yeah, I guess so.
Thank you so much once again, guys. Jalen, Coach Drew, and Danae, really happy that you made the time here. Welcome to Germany once again. Welcome to our event, and best of luck with the competition.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.